Bendy Secrets of the Machine just gave us a bunch of new information about the next upcoming Bendy games, along with a few other interesting secrets. So let's take a look inside of the ink machine and see what secrets we can uncover. Secrets of the Machine is a game that will give Joey Juice Studios a way to keep us up to date with upcoming Bendy news. This is an interactive experience that will continuously update throughout the life of Bendy. This makes learning new things a lot more enjoyable for us, the player. And lucky for us, our first experience with this project gave us a ton of new information. Now keep in mind, even the things I talk about today might be different tomorrow. There are also a ton of Easter eggs and small details everywhere, but I'm not going to go over them all right now because that's for a different video. So after entering the drawing board house, we see a long hall and a figure that quickly vanishes, but we will run into him later on. We head inside a room and we're greeted with a sign reading "Escape your cage." The first thing you will notice is this massive Bendy hatch. However, there is no use for it just yet. You will also notice 3 doors. The one on the left is a small theater room. This will likely be a place to show off new trailers or small videos for upcoming games and whatnot. This room might also be used to tease the upcoming Bendy movie, considering it is a theater. The center door is a place that will show off teaser images and things like that. The door on the right, as of right now, has revealed a new character, but we will talk about this later in the video. Now, in order to open the door on the left side, we need to throw cans of bacon soup into a tube. After throwing 3 in, the door reveals itself. This is where we meet Ragtime Guffy. He doesn't speak much, only telling us to enjoy the show when we open the door. However, if you throw cans at him, he will softly grunt and ask us why, then eventually vanishing again. He wears an open beans can on his head, and his outfit is very run down, even having a hole in his shoe. He also looks to have small bandages on his arm and leg. We can actually find a poster of him saying Ragtime Guffy in Tin Can Boogeyman while he's playing an instrument. So this could be a teaser for a future Bendy installment. However, I think this is just an in-universe character that is known for this movie or play that is called Tin Can Boogeyman. Regardless, we see this character also sitting outside when we get reset. So clearly he is important. This could be sort of a keeper inside of the ink machine. I'm sure we will see a lot more of him in the future. When inside of the theater room, if we throw a can at the projector screen, it will show us a looped video from Gent Corporation with a bunch of weird and eerie graphics. Considering the human-like eye and lifelike effects, I think this actually has something to do with the Bendy movie that's currently being made. I won't get too into detail about the movie right now because that's for a whole different video, but it's just something to think about. You'll also notice a poster on the wall reading Bendy in Little Devil Darlin'. This again feels like an in-universe thing, but who knows, it could be another future Bendy game. While inside of this room, if you throw a can at the popcorn sign, a new poster emerges on the wall next to us. This poster reads Dark Survival Lone Wolf with Boris the Wolf, with a bunch of musical symbols and a sticky note with a question mark on it. Now, considering we had to do something to get this poster, I think this could actually be teasing a future Boris DLC or even Boris game. As we know, there is a Boris and Dark Survival game, so this would make sense. When we enter the center room, we see a TV screen with 4 heptagon-shaped photos around it that are able to spin. If we throw a can at them, they will flip around to reveal the evil side of the character showing. We can see Bendy, Boris, Alice Angel, and Ship Ahoy Dudley. If we turn them in a certain way, the TV reveals a few teaser shots from some upcoming Bendy games. The first being Bendy 3. Along with this logo, we also get another photo of what looks to be a creature chained up. You can't really make a lot out here, but it's very cool to see. We will come back to Bendy 3 in a moment. The last teaser photo that we are able to see so far is this, Bendy the Silent City, also including it's intended for mature audiences. This game's prototype footage was accidentally released on the Joey Juice Studios YouTube channel last year. However, it was deleted shortly after. The Meatly clarified on Twitter that the game was not in active development at that time, but also added that it was not cancelled. I'll be going over all of the details about this game in a different video, but as for right now, revealing this photo confirms that the game is now in active development, and we can hopefully expect it sooner than later. Now, if we throw cans at the windows of the door on the right, we get brought to another location. This location reveals a brand new character that we will likely be playing as in Bendy 3. After we enter the room, the first thing you will notice is the family drawing on the wall. We see a father, mother, and a daughter. As the drawing lights up, we grab the marker that was taped to it. After doing so, we can see height markings on the wall for each age. We then mark the height for age 6. After doing this, 4 blank pages appear on the ground. Once we draw on them, we hear the sounds of a car running into something. As this happens, red covers the faces of both parents, meaning at the age of 6, the lives of this child's parents were taken after being hit by a car. We then turn around and the door opens. We find ourselves inside the halls of Chilton Middle School. A light inside of the school's psychologist room turns on, and we see the silhouette of 2 people inside talking. A man mentions how Riley is an amazing artist for her age, but her morbid drawings of monsters are scaring the other students. This confirms that the child in the family drawing is named Riley. This also could confirm that Riley is who we might be playing as in Bendy 3. As soon as the lights cut out, we turn around and hear children's music playing. We enter back into the room from before, this time at the age of 17. We make a drawing of the car accident that took the lives of Riley's parents. However, the car is given a face, meaning it's now a character. After this, we pick up a letter on the ground that welcomes Riley to her new job at Joey Ju Studios. We then walk down the hall to find another letter from the office of the studio. This is a notice of termination, meaning Riley was terminated from her job at Joey Ju Studios because of her grim and disturbing drawings. As we walk back through the hall, we see that Gent Corporation likely hired Riley instead. After the ink machine resets us, we head back into the building. However, things are slightly different. The open door from before is now blocked and the only path is forward. When we round the corner, we see a taxi light up and run us over. This is the same taxi that we saw in Riley's drawing. This is likely an evil character that she created based on her trauma as a child. After this happens, we are then reset inside of the machine. We enter the main room again, and things seem to be back to the way they were. That whole sequence was introducing us to Riley Wells and her tragic backstory. I will be making a whole video going into detail about everything that happened with her, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Now, like I mentioned before, Bendy's Secrets of the Machine will continuously update throughout its lifespan. Even on launch day, we have already seen a bunch of changes. I'm not going to point out each one because that would take way too long, but one of the biggest ones was with Bendy himself. When walking back into the main room, we can actually see Bendy sitting in a barrel. He doesn't move or anything, but if you throw a bunch of cans inside of his mouth, he starts to spew out popcorn. I'm not too sure why this is included, but it is very funny. My only guess is that this is in relation to the Bendy popcorn bucket for the upcoming Bendy movie. This could be the design of it. Bendy sitting inside of a barrel and his mouth is where the popcorn goes. However, I could be wrong. Who knows? The mysteries inside Bendy Secrets of the Machine are a lot. How do you guys feel about Bendy Secrets of the Machine? Are you enjoying it? I think it's great, and it's a really fun way to introduce new things. Have you found all of the Easter eggs yet? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and if you like horror game content like this, please consider subscribing. Also, if you want to support the channel more, you can become a member. Don't forget to follow my Twitter at TerrifiedT. Thanks for watching.